Today we're having a look at rigging gone wrong. Now, here's a really good example of nice control of a big piece of timber coming down, protecting the fence below it, and here's a not so good one. Here's another good one, decent top out there, but look how little the climber moves. That is down to a good groundie. And here's a not so good groundie. He went flying. And this is what happens when a bad groundie doesn't let a piece run. Sends his climber all over the place. Check that helmet go flying. Now this is what happens when a bad climber cuts through his hinge and for some reason he's already put a cut in on his rigging point as well. And this is just ridiculous by anyone's standards. Like, the hell did they think was going to happen there? Evidently some back garden amateurs though, so maybe should have called in the professionals. Here's another one, this guy, let's just pull the thing over with my belt, eh? And another one, he's got enough rope to be twice the distance away from that tree. But not only that, he then goes and walks in the path of where it's going to fall. There is simply no hope for some people. Like this guy, most useless groundie in the world, he didn't even know he was supposed to be holding that rope, he was completely oblivious. Result of another god-awful groundie here, this one, he's just gone and broken his climber's arm. Here's another one, thankfully this one just shakes his climber about a bit, that could have been a lot worse there. Look at that saw go flying. At least let the piece drop below your climber. For this reason, this guy, this groundie, he's gone and sent this log, or he's about to send this log straight into his climber's chest. Watch this. Boom. Now this lad, he proper takes off. He did not know what he was doing, but probably needed a rigging bollard on that as well, so complete lack of knowledge there. Now, we've got a few optimistic sends here. Big log sent through the fence, then some muppets try and crane lift this entire tree. These guys craning off a hefty branch, and the rigging rope itself fails. When you do tie a knot in rope, it does weaken the holding strength of the rope, by the way.
Fucking A, man.
This lad, we've seen him a few times, cuts through his hinge with a well-weird rigging system and almost takes his jaw off. These guys seem to know what they were doing, but just aren't watching or caring about what happens at all. Boom. This guy, negative rigging at the top of a palm, probably just underestimated how heavy them tops are, but also revealing a defect way below where he was rigged and tied into. Unlucky lad. This guy, not so much a rigging fail, just a basic clear breakables from your work area kind of fail that. This lad gets taken out whilst pole pruning. Could have been easily solved with one lad on the tag line just keeping that branch away from him once he finished the cut. Big crown section here that this poor old crane just can't quite hack. This one, this crane, this seems to have managed the weight, but seems to have picked up and taken along his climber for the ride. Couple of clips here, a team's massively overestimating how much direction you can get from a basic pulling line. This one, this isn't actually the guy pulling's fault. The cutter has just gone and severed his hinge right at the wrong moment with no banksman, and this cyclist just comes cruising on past, almost get wiped out. This is the reason you want to use reputable treatment, because in many places there are no legal requirements to hold certification for doing this kind of work. These lads also been stitched up by the climber without a rigging block. You've got to pay some respect to your team, and some pieces down that they can actually manage. And same to your customers. Don't be rigging over their heads when they're bringing you a cup of tea. God knows what else is going on here with the ladders and whatnot. Frankly, I think I'd rather not know. Now we've got some quickies from Arborist Fails on Instagram here. Here's another wannabe astronaut. And another. That's a long old flight, that second one though.
Holy crap.
And we've got this guy who's using the power lines to rig his pieces down. Now, we're on to the big boys, the lads that most of you guys probably know. We've got Jacob Rogers, guilty of treason fame, and his mate, the grizzled veteran Augustine. Both experienced pros. Jacob shown as a basic climbing 101 fail here, putting his rigging line over his climbing line. Mistake that's basically wrecked his lifeline, keeping him safe from the tree. And what's more concerning is considering his experience and how surprised he seems by this. And then we've got August sending out a massive top onto a dodgy rigging point that breaks in arguably the most sensitive location you can be working in, a graveyard.
So this is why I hate using a clove hitch for my rigging. Look at this. Good luck getting that shit off.
Not gonna lie, might be the rock climber in me, but I love clove hitches. This last clip, this guy almost loses his head, showing the dangers of rigging from a climber's perspective. Now, to finish off, we've got some impressive clips for you now. A couple of rigging hacks, shall we say. That is certainly one way to send a fella out. And these guys have got it sussed. They look a bit amateur, but damn, they know how to set up and rig. That's it, all of them. I'm off. I'll see you next time.